Good morning, fam. Today is the 29th, Saturday, the 29th of November, 2025. And I honestly am just going to do a short session here. Yeah. So, what we're focusing on are packages to the sides and then tummy, mommy tummy. There's not much, and I always tell you guys this, not much I can do about them, but for right now, I'm going to figure that out. But we're going to work on this today with Ashley Black's Fascia Blaster. This was the traditional one, like the first one that she came out with. Right? And so she's got a couple of different options, but this is one I have. This is one that I'm going to work with, and I'm going to work on my biggest package, which is on the right side. And so I'm right-handed, right-legged dominant. And then many years of driving a car, like beefed up my calf, my right calf. But I had nothing to do with my left calf. So we're trying to catch up. But in the meantime, just trying to create some symmetry between the two. And then to blend our fascia and minimize our fat cells so that we have a smoother appearance in our pants. I want a smoother appearance in your pants. Okay? And we deserve that, right? For all the women who are doing so much, making so many efforts to diet and use the GLP-1s and cardio and exercise as much as they can. You know what I'm saying? There are ways that we're going to have to do this, and that it can't be traditional, because the only way that America is turning itself around from being obese and unhealthy is through GLP-1s. And so if that's your route, that's cool with me. Because you got to do whatever you got to do, man. I know what that's like. You know, like being 198 pounds and at 6 feet, that's not horrific. It's not great, but it's not horrific. If you're smaller, shorter, we all carry the weight differently. So it can really affect you when you feel like there's not much that you can do. But we're just going to put some things in place that we can do so we can create, and it's not illusion. I'm not going to say we're going to create the illusion of smoothness. We're actually going to make that shit happen. And it just takes some effort and a little bit of being uncomfortable, right? Okay, so that's all I really want to do. The back of my legs a bit more. Sometimes you just gotta focus wherever you go where the flow is, right? Okay. I'm gonna do my tummy, and I'm gonna do a little bit on my back, my lower back, because it's really hurting. I gotta stop saying too. I'll just be quiet. So my back is really hurting, and I told you that I'm getting a nerve ablation in a couple of months, right? And I've had them before. It helped me for about a year. The pain is just like uncomfortable. And you know, I have that heating pad in my car, which I use a lot because my back hurts and I'm getting in and out of my car a lot, right? Because I drive for work, amongst other things. People ask me, like, what do you do? I say, whatever it takes. Because it takes a lot to make this household do what it's got to do. And, you know, there's a lot of things in our lives that we can't control, right? We think we can, but we're not really in control. And, you know, like as you lose weight, right, there's all kinds of different symptoms that pop up or results that pop up. One is the loose skin, right? Because we haven't replaced the fat with any muscle. So that's the loose skin. And then, like, I'm 52, okay? 52. I need all the help I can get in this area with my bust, right? Because I basically breastfed a child. There were 2 of them. But for a almost 5-year period. I mean, just sucked the life right out of my boobs. So I gotta do what I gotta do, unless I want surgery. And I don't scar well, so, you know, that's not really an option. What are you gonna do? So that's the only bad part I feel in losing weight. My boobs is gone. They're like barely hanging on. And that's okay. That's okay. It's just me, right? One day maybe they won't be just me, but for now, it's fine. I just gotta keep myself ready, stay ready. So you ain't got to get ready. Everybody stay ready. All them single ladies out there, stay ready, right? I mean, however that looks to you. Anyway. Okay, so, oh gosh. Oh, that feels so good. Right here, like I can seriously point out where the pain is. I can target it. And the nerves around there. And it's a little bit of relief. It's better than nothing, right? Okay. So that's that. I'm going to do a little work on my arms. Because as you lose weight, everything just don't want to do what it's supposed to do, the way it's supposed to do it. So we're going to help it. Okay. And you can use this in any way on all different kinds of parts of your body. And for me, this isn't necessarily about the fascia. It's about toning the skin, giving the skin like some texture, a better texture. And, you know, just trying to make things a little smoother, right? Because I don't want to actually question how I look at myself and how I feel about myself when I'm out in the world, because I got better things to do, to be honest with you. I am that negative maintenance. And I'm okay with that. Like my sisters are so cute. Cute clothes, shoes, bags. I have like 4 working bras that I rotate. So anyway, okay, so that's the Fascia Blaster. Thank you, Ashley Black. I'm gonna look for a small one too, so I can do some work around my face. And this also, you know, sorry. So again, creating, you know, just a little bit more texture and smoothness to the skin so we can stay as agile. And I think that moving your body is so important. I tell my kids that, however it looks, and I tell y'all, you know, like I exercise almost every day. I'd say that, unless something is really out of whack. But my exercises, I only exercise for like 18 to 20, maybe 22 minutes. Because one, I don't I got better things to do. But I don't. Because if I do the hard thing now, then it'll be easier for me as I get older. And 90-year-old Yeminia is going to thank 52-year-old Yeminia because she took care of her vessel. This is all we get. It's the only one we have. I tell my kids that all the time. You have to take care of this. That was my priority, and that's what I'm trying to do. And what did I say this was? This is day 6 of our 38 challenge, using the Fascia Blaster to create definition and see how our fat can be redistributed with the fascia, all in our integumentary system, which is our skin. And it's something that we don't think about, really. I think we're like dieting and we're running and working out and thinking that all of these things are going to fix all the problems, but the problems are really internal below the skin. And there are things that we can do to help the skin. It's important. Let's do that. I don't know why I'm saying all this, other than I just want to see smoothness out in the world in our pants. Okay, I just want to see smoothness out in the world, especially as we get older. That's my jam for today. Appreciate you hanging out. Thanks, fam. We'll see you tomorrow. Deuces. Thanks, friends.